FIFA Ultimate Team coins have a new promotion, 15% off all your coins, and if you use the code ITANI you get an additional 5% off. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we are doing something different. I want to tell you about the top 5 most disappointing Team of the Season players I have tried. Now there could be more of these in the future because I'm telling you about the ones that I have tried currently, and so far these are the most disappointing. I am going to be trying out different players a lot more in the future because there's just too many brand new players to try out right now, and there's just too many blue players to try out at once. So it's going to be interesting to see how it develops with International Man of the Matches coming in future, and so on and so forth, and see what sort of teams we could make. But right now, this is my current team, and I have tried out a couple of Team of the Seasons from different leagues and so on and so forth. But for now, these are the top 5 most disappointing players I have tried out that are blue. So make sure you check out G2A, the link will be in the description if you're looking to buy PSN cards, Microsoft points, or cheap PC games. Also, please, in the comment section below, tell me your top 5 disappointing Team of the Season players that you have tried out this year. So, to begin with, I am actually going to be talking about Team of the Season Buffon. He is so shit. Honestly, like, I tried him out instead of Handanovic. Handanovic has the long throw trait. Basically, it's so easy to get counterattacks with your goalkeeper if he could just throw it so quickly and far out, and Buffon doesn't have that. Even though his kicking is pretty high, he just doesn't seem to have, I don't know, his kicking doesn't even seem that good. So if I had to choose him between him and the non-inform, I would still go with the non-inform. They feel exactly the same, and you just feel no different with many goalkeepers anyway. We purchased him for 190k, and we played 9 matches with him, so we have a pretty good idea how he plays out. And like I said, I just wouldn't waste my coins unless you want the appearance of your squad to look better with just another blue player. It's just a waste of coins to buy this Team of the Season Buffon. That is one of the most disappointing players that I have tried out this year. Next up, it could be no surprise, but it could be a surprise as well, I guess, Miranda. So Miranda, we bought him. He's one of the more expensive defenders this year that I've tried out, and he is not that great. I mean, in my starting 11 right now, I have Barzali and Koulibaly as well, and this guy out of all of them is the best. Koulibaly is actually insane, and he's 6'5". I've played a lot of matches with him, 9 matches, 80 pace, 89 defending, and he's a 6'5" monster. He is sometimes out of position, but he actually gets the job done. Miranda, I mean, I got Koulibaly red carded one match, and I could see the difference with him and Miranda. I mean, Koulibaly goes for like 70k now, or even cheaper. But this guy is still pretty expensive, and even though his stats, if you compare him and any of these centre-backs, you could see Miranda's actually got some really nice stats, and a lot of the defenders I have already in my starting 11 have worse stats, but something about Miranda, it just doesn't feel right. He feels weak, and it just so crap because he gets out-headed most of the time as well. He's not exactly a good player to clear the ball. I mean, a lot of the goals came from an aerial threat when my opponent has a big aerial threat. So Koulibaly fits that position perfectly because I could clear it out easily, and any over-the-top through balls, 6'5" monsters there. And Barzali, one of the best players to intercept as well. I don't know, just Miranda feels very, very disappointing in my opinion. Next up, we have Elton. This silver player, if you remember him from last year. Last year, it was so, like, he was insane, and he was extinct throughout the whole summer. Like, you could not get him. He remained extinct till the next game came out. I think he's actually still extinct till this day in FIFA 15. So, this one comes about. I actually managed to snipe him the first time before even EA increases price range to 750. I bought him for 300k. So if we check, there's only 5 of him on the market, so he could potentially be extinct in future. But for now, as you guys can see, he's dropped back down to 307k. So even though we haven't lost much on him, I'm still keeping him just in case he could be a good investment in future. But for now, I tried him out in a silver team, I tried him out in a gold team, and he just is so disappointing. He's insanely weak, and this just comes to many silver players this year. They feel very, very shit compared to gold players. I know that's how it should be, but in previous FIFAs, if you guys remember, it was like you could make a silver squad and it would feel so good to play with. And I don't know what happened along the years, but silvers gradually became worse and worse. So right now, Elton, I don't know if it's because he's a silver player or what, but he's very, very disappointing, especially for how much he's going for. There's just so many better players for that sort of price. And if you want to pay 300k for a silver player, you're losing out a lot of coins, unless you're rich obviously, but you're losing out so much coins, and there's so many better alternatives, unless you want to make a Saudi League team, I guess. But Elton, one of the most disappointing players I have tried out. Now, another one is from a different league as well. This one, I don't even own him because I sold him straight away after trying him out for a couple of matches, and that is Slimani. I mean, this guy, even though he's an amazing player in real life, I was so disappointed with his card. So he does have that 90, I think he has like 92 strength or 93 strength, somewhere around there. And every time I would use him, I used him as a lone striker because I expected him to be a big aerial threat. Because this guy is actually pretty tall as well, 6'2". So I expected him to be an aerial threat. Even though those high work rates, he was very hard to find on the pitch, and at the same time, he just every time I wanted to cross it to him, he wouldn't be in the penalty area. And his strength is a big issue for me because he felt like he was bullied off the ball very easily. I'm not sure if it's because he's kind of slowish. 81 pace is pretty high for a striker. I mean, that's pretty good, but for some reason he felt pretty slow on the pitch. Could be because of his height, but then again, he has 87 dribbling, so I tried dribbling with him, and he was so stiff to move. It's like moving a tank, honestly, and he didn't feel like a tank. He would get bullied off very easily, and I can't tell you how many times an Insigne or Giovinco got the ball off him very easily just because they're faster than him. They just run in front of him and get the ball off him, or just slide tackle him. It's just so easy to just dispossess Slimani, and it was just so annoying because I was trying to make a video on him and he just kept annoying me. At the end, I just decided to sell him off. Now, the number one most disappointing player I've ever tried out right now, and I paid good money for him, and this was from the first day, and it is this player right here, Nainggolan, and he is so disappointing, man. I really wanted him to be good, but he's an 89 rated player. Look at those insane stats. If you look at his in-game stats, he has a lot of 99s as well. 87 pace, 85 shooting, 88 passing, 90 physical, 87 defending, 88 dribbling. Now, this card is actually decent. I'm not going to say anything. It's not bad. It's not just it's just a good card. But he feels exactly the same as the non-inform. You will feel no improvement over this one, like over the non-inform. He's just so shit. For 276k, if you put the non-inform back in your squad, you will feel no difference. Now, say if I compare him to Hamsik, for instance, he has played more games than him, scored me 2 goals, but the difference is, in-game, Hamsik actually wins me headers. Every time the opponent's goalkeeper kicks it out, I see Hamsik always in position, heads it back to my strikers, so we get a quick counter-attack. It's just so good to have Hamsik always have, like, he runs into open space and deals with the opponent's defenders and strikers very easily. He always comes back and defends as well. So this guy was actually well worth the money. I paid only 116k for him, and he just felt like you could definitely tell the difference between the non-inform Hamsik or some of his special previous cards, while Nainggolan, his inform or any of his special cards, I just don't feel any difference, especially his Team of the Season card. Very disappointed, and even though he has some crazy stats on the card stats don't really tell the whole story, and he is my number one most disappointed player, like the disappointing player I've tried out this year. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, I'm going to be trying to continue using all kinds of players in future, because there's just so many players EA is releasing, so I can't really keep up, and I really want to try out some of these players for a lot more than 10 matches before deciding who is disappointing and who is not. But I think 10 matches is kind of enough to realize if he's good enough or if he's not. And a lot of these teams I've tried out are actually me playing to win some of these Team of the Season players, so it's in a tournament where a lot of players are actually pretty sweaty. So yeah, those are my top 5 disappointing players that I've tried out. There could be more in future because if you guys want a part 2, there is more players I find disappointing, but these guys are the top 5 most disappointing for me. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below who is the top 5 most disappointing players in the comment section below for you, and hopefully you have a very nice day.